Malaysia is raising 4 new islands from the waters of the Johor Strait and building a $100 billion smart city from the ground up in order to enhance its economy and capitalize on its unique location on the doorstep of Singapore. When completed, the new metropolis will house 700,000 residents. Forest City is made up of 4 reclaimed islands in Tanjung Kupang, with a total area of 3,425 acres, all of which are surrounded by flora and fauna. The project has an initial gross development value of 450 billion Malaysian ringgits and a committed investment of 170 billion ringgits, with the goal of creating 220,000 employment opportunities by 2035. Forest City is a unique zone in Iskandar near Singapore, with excellent location and precious low-cost land. Microsoft, Legoland and Temasek are among the companies that have invested more than $40 billion in the region. The development corridor has also implemented extra incentives, including trade and tax policies, to distinguish itself as a unique zone. Country Garden Pacific View, a joint venture between Country Garden Group and the Malaysian government-backed Esplanade Danga 88, is developing the property. Country Garden, based in Guangdong, China, owns 60% of the project, which is part of China's Belt and Road Initiative. The proposed city is marked as a smart and green future metropolis that integrates the environment to create an ideal, dreamy and technology-driven living and working space. Forest City is poised to revolutionize the way development projects are carried out throughout the world, with its 1,740 hectares of reclaimed land being transformed into an environmentally friendly metropolitan development with 4 layers. Each of the new city's 4 islands is themed differently, establishing a feeling of distinction and individuality. The first 979-acre island will be a high-tech industrial zone with an office district and information technology industrial park, adjacent to residential neighborhoods, shopping malls and a beach resort. The first island's construction began in 2014, and the first 482 residents received their keys towards the end of 2018. The second, somewhat bigger island was intended to occupy 1,978 acres and house Forest City's primary business center and tourism zone. However, due to environmental concerns about the project's impact on adjacent mangrove forests, the original plans were cut back to 1,386 acres, and the island would now be primarily residential. The city's financial and economic sector will be located on the 405-acre third island, while the 145-acre last and smallest island will be home to a congress and convention center. The public would not see any automobiles on the roads, as Forest City will be covered in vegetation, with roads and parking bays beneath, providing a functional transportation system for over 100,000 inhabitants. The city will be a wonderland for residents and workers alike, with 31.4 kilometers of shoreline, the borders of which are meant to replicate naturally occurring characteristics seen in Malaysia's coastal ecosystems, including tidal pools and shallow bays that offer essential marine habitat and feed local fisheries. Among the most notable features are Forest City's restored mangroves, which offer over 10 linear kilometers of critical habitat and contribute to regional water quality improvement. Along with the vast ground-level parks and a waterfront path system, Forest City pioneers a new public realm paradigm by connecting the whole development via a pedestrian-centric rooftop network of interconnected parks and gardens, positioned on the top level of the infrastructural pedestal. This concept provides a publicly accessible environment as a continuous urban structure, establishing Forest City's uniqueness and resulting in the world's biggest green roof system. Apart from providing a basic rooftop landscape, the podium parks also serve as natural habitat zones, filter and purify rainwater, and provide recreational activities in a fully automobile-free public space. As with any global center, Forest City's success is contingent on its capacity to construct an efficient transportation system with clusters of development near to public transit, so as to create a compact and walkable urban environment. This unique transportation network is comprised of many layers, including automobile highways, parking lots, a light rail transit system, and a pedestrian public space. The infrastructure podium is designed to promote pedestrian linkages, with vehicle traffic infrastructure positioned on the base level, and a connected system of public space forming a new public realm close to transit terminals on the top level. Density and civic uses are structured around these transit hubs throughout the island, guaranteeing that the majority of Forest City's eventual citizens live within a 5 to 10-minute walk of public transportation. During the land reclamation process, screens were placed in the water to prevent sand and silt from dispersing and generating murkiness, which may obstruct light and stunt marine vegetation development. Smart technology will play a significant role in managing the city's public areas and resident services, while all the buildings will adhere to the highest residential standards. Foreign policy referred to the project as a big blunder. Just 15,000 apartments had been sold by the end of 2019, compared to a target of 700,000, and only 500 people resided in the complex. Following the change of government in Malaysia in 2018, the resulting political uncertainty, the worsening geopolitical environment between Malaysia and China, and the suspension of the Malaysia My Second Home long-term visa scheme, some Chinese nationals who made up the majority of buyers decided to leave the development and sold their units at a loss, adding to the supply overhang. The COVID-19 pandemic caused more economic instability and travel restrictions, significantly impacting sales, which decreased more than 90% after March 2020. Some residents returned to their home country once Malaysia's movement control order went into effect. The remaining inhabitants, particularly those working in Singapore or with children attending school there, had problems due to the COVID-19 travel limitations between Malaysia and Singapore. Some tenants have also halted operations or left, blaming restrictions imposed by the movement control order or a lack of business availability. Despite everything so far, the developers intend to attract a global population interested in working and living in a sustainable urban setting with all the amenities of a major city like New York, Beijing or Jakarta. With that being said, Forest City, like other cities throughout history, will not appear out of nowhere. Sasaki plans to complete the project in 2036. What are your thoughts about this new urban venture? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your buddies. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have any ideas for videos you'd like to see, do let us know. We'll see you next time.